So when I'm putting a compressor on vocals, there's a few things that I'm listening for. One of the things that I'm not dramatically listening for is the macro dynamics, meaning the loudness between passages, which is normally why a compressor used to be used. For me, I usually handle that stuff with volume automation and clip gain, but the microdynamics, that's not something that I really want to get in there with a volume automator to try and fix up. Sometimes a little bit, but that's really the main thing that I'm listening for. So when I put a compressor on a vocal, it's sort of a balance between the punch of the vocal versus like the bloom of the vocal. And what I mean by that is that when I'm setting my timing, I want to hear the vocal punch through. I still want it to have its attack and its dynamic, but I don't want it to come through in a way where it's like the vocal is just blooming out and just feels uncontrolled. So if I go too far with locking the vocal in place, it'll start to sound like it's being choked off. It'll start to sound like it's kind of being suffocated. If I don't go far enough, it'll sound like the vocal is just kind of popping through too much. And really, if I'm doing a good amount of compression, it can actually sound like it's sort of enhancing the transient. And that's really not what I want, unless it's already kind of a dead vocal. So I'm sort of looking for a sweet spot. I use a meter to kind of help gauge approximately where it's going to be, but ultimately, like everything else in audio, I really just strictly rely on my ears for the determining factor, and things that don't necessarily look right can sometimes end up being the things that sound best.